In the early 1980s, Nissan made one of the most controversial decisions in automotive history, replacing the beloved Datsun name with a single global brand, Nissan. While the move seemed logical on paper, it erased decades of brand loyalty and cost the company hundreds of millions of dollars. For millions of American drivers, Datsun stood for reliability, affordability, and smart engineering. By abandoning that identity, Nissan underestimated a crucial truth. Brands don't live in boardrooms, they live in the minds of customers. The origins of Datsun. The roots of the brand go back to 1911 in Tokyo, when engineer Masujiro Hashimoto founded a company called Kaishinsha Motorcar Works. Hashimoto had studied engineering in the United States and returned to Japan determined to build automobiles that ordinary people could afford. In 1914, the company introduced its first car. It was called the DAT, a name formed from the initials of three investors, Den, Aoyama, and Takuchi. The name was simple but effective, and it also carried a fortunate coincidence. In Japanese, the word DAT could suggest speed or agility. Years later, in 1931, the company introduced a smaller, more affordable vehicle. The new car was called the Son of DAT, shortened to Datsun. However, there was a linguistic problem. In Japanese pronunciation, the word son sounded similar to the word meaning loss. For a company selling cars, that was hardly an appealing association. To solve the issue, the name was slightly modified. Sun became Sun, symbolizing the rising sun of Japan. The new name was Datsun. By 1934, the company had merged with Nihon Sangyo, which eventually became Nissan Motor Company. Domestically, cars were sold under the Nissan name, but internationally, the Datsun brand continued. That decision would shape the company's future in ways no one anticipated, entering the American market. After World War II, Japan's industrial infrastructure had been devastated. Factories were damaged, the economy was fragile, and the automotive industry faced enormous challenges. But Japanese manufacturers rebuilt quickly. By the late 1950s, Nissan was ready to enter the most important automotive market in the world, the United States. The first Datsun cars arrived in America in 1958. At first glance, they struggled to compete. American cars of the era were enormous machines powered by massive V8 engines. Compared to them, the small Japanese imports looked almost toy-like. Early Datsuns were modest in performance and simple in design. Many Americans initially dismissed them. Yet these cars possessed two critical advantages. They were cheap, and they were reliable. While many American cars suffered from rust issues, mechanical failures, and poor fuel economy, Datsuns were engineered with careful precision. Owners discovered that these small cars simply kept running. During the 1960s, Datsun slowly gained a loyal following in the United States. The typical buyers were not traditional car enthusiasts, but practical consumers, students, young professionals, and families who wanted dependable transportation at a reasonable price. Datsun became known as the car for sensible buyers. The car that changed everything, the 240Z. In 1970, Datsun introduced a vehicle that completely transformed its image, the Datsun 240Z. Unlike earlier models, the 240Z was not just practical transportation, it was a true sports car. The car featured a 2.4-liter inline-six engine producing about 151 horsepower, sleek styling, and performance that rivaled far more expensive European competitors. Its design drew comparisons to legendary cars like the Jaguar E-Type, yet its price was dramatically lower. The 240Z launched in the United States at approximately $3,500, making it one of the most affordable sports cars on the market. Automotive journalists were stunned. Magazines praised its handling, performance, and value. Enthusiasts quickly embraced the car, and sales exploded. Within a few years, the Z car became one of the most recognizable Japanese sports cars in history. More importantly, it changed how Americans viewed Japanese vehicles. Before the 240Z, Japanese cars were seen primarily as economical and practical. After the 240Z, they were also considered exciting and desirable. Perfect timing. The oil crisis. Another event accelerated Datsun's growth, the 1973 oil crisis. Fuel prices soared, and long lines formed at gas stations across the United States. Suddenly, the massive V8 engines that dominated Detroit's lineup seemed inefficient and outdated. Datsun's smaller cars, capable of delivering impressive fuel economy, became extremely attractive. During the late 1970s, Datsun's popularity skyrocketed. The company was selling hundreds of thousands of vehicles annually in the United States, eventually surpassing competitors to become the top import brand. The name Datsun became deeply embedded in American automotive culture. Dealerships thrived. Racing teams carried the Datsun logo. Owners proudly displayed bumper stickers, and enthusiast clubs formed across the country. By the end of the decade, Datsun had achieved something rare in the automotive world: genuine emotional loyalty. The decision that changed everything. Despite the brand's success, executives at Nissan headquarters faced a strategic dilemma. Around the world, the company's vehicles were sold under different names. In Japan, the brand was Nissan, while in the United States and many export markets it was Datsun. From a corporate perspective, this fragmented identity seemed inefficient. Executives believed the company should unify under a single global brand. Since Nissan was the parent company, they decided the Nissan name would replace Datsun worldwide. The decision was announced in 1981. Over the next 3 years, the Datsun name would be gradually phased out. By 1984, every vehicle sold in the United States would carry the Nissan badge. To implement the change, the company launched a massive advertising campaign with the slogan, Datsun. We are driven by Nissan. The transition cost over $200 million, with some analysts estimating the real cost approached $500 million. Confusion in the marketplace. Despite the massive marketing effort, the rebranding created widespread confusion. For most American buyers, the name Nissan meant nothing. Customers walked into dealerships asking what had happened to Datsun. Some assumed Nissan was a completely different company. Others worried the new brand might be less reliable. Dealers reported frustrated customers who simply wanted the brand they trusted. Market research conducted before the change revealed a troubling statistic. Brand recognition for Datsun in the United States was around 85%, while recognition for Nissan was only about 2%. Even with this knowledge, the company moved forward with the plan. The cost of the rebrand. The consequences were significant. During the mid-1980s, Nissan's market share in the United States declined noticeably. Some estimates suggest sales dropped by 20 to 30% during the transition period. Meanwhile, competitors such as Toyota and Honda continued to grow steadily without changing their brand identities. The rebranding also damaged the community that had formed around Datsun vehicles. Enthusiast clubs, racing fans, and longtime owners felt a sense of loss. The brand they had supported for years had simply vanished. Instead of strengthening Nissan's position, the transition forced the company to spend years rebuilding brand recognition from scratch. A long road to recovery. Eventually, Nissan did recover. By the late 1990s, the Nissan name had become well-known globally. Vehicles such as the Nissan Maxima, Pathfinder, and Altima helped rebuild the company's reputation. But the process took more than 15 years. Many industry analysts still debate whether Nissan might have achieved even greater success had it kept the Datsun brand in key markets. The attempted revival. Decades later, Nissan made an unexpected decision. In 2012, the company revived the Datsun name for a new lineup of affordable cars aimed at emerging markets such as India, Indonesia, and Russia. The strategy was to create a low-cost entry brand below Nissan's primary lineup. However, the revival struggled to gain traction. Sales remained limited, and in 2022, Nissan officially discontinued the Datsun brand once again. The legacy of Datsun. Although the brand no longer exists in showrooms, Datsun's legacy remains strong among automotive enthusiasts. Classic models such as the 240Z, 260Z, and 280Z have become highly collectible. Owners continue restoring vintage Datsun vehicles, and enthusiast clubs around the world still celebrate the brand's heritage. In many ways, Datsun never truly disappeared. It lives on through the memories of drivers who experienced its reliability, innovation, and character. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most surprising branding decisions in automotive history, make sure to like and subscribe for more stories about the cars, companies, and moments that shaped the industry.